Williams from Beaumont, Texas.
All right, and so can you tell me a little bit about that final game just now?
Oh, the final game was tough. I mean, Rick fell off 100 pins from his game before. It just shows how much the lanes could change. And I made a ball change. I think it probably was the key to winning in the third frame. So there was two different ways I played the lanes. First two frames was one way I did it, and then the last 8 frames was another way after they started hooking a little bit. So it was a nice change, and got lucky to come away with a win.
And you said this was your first win in 9 years?
In 2010, I won the U.S. Open, and Rick Manier, who I was bowling, won the U.S. Open in 2007, senior U.S. Open. So that was the last win on the tour for either one of us out here. So it was nice bowling a friend of mine. At least one of us had to win, so that was a good deal. Rick's been our best senior bowler in the state of Texas the past couple of years, so it was it's extra special coming away with a victory against someone as good as him.
All right, and so can you tell me a little bit, how did the tournament go for you this entire week?
Everything went good this week. After each round, I was at least in 5th or higher. Struggled a game or two here and there. I didn't have a whole lot of open frames, which I couldn't prove the last game with the 2 opens I had, especially with the one easy miss spare. But the whole thing, I was getting my strikes where I got them, and I didn't miss many spares at all this week. So I think that was a key to being the leader for not only having to win one game to win the tournament.
And as you said, that it seemed like the lanes changed an awful lot just in the course of the sub-ladder finals here. What did you think of that in general and how that played out for you?
It's something that had been happening all week. Usually about the 4th game, they would change quite a bit, so I was prepared. It's always a scary thing to change balls in the middle of a championship match, but I've bowled on tour for 20 years, and I've been off tour 20 years now, so it's just something I've done before and nothing I was really afraid to do, and got lucky that it worked for me.
All right. Is there anything else that made this week special for you?
Not really. I mean, it's just I've came out and bowled 3 tournaments here in the past 10 days, all of them at David Small's bowling centers, and just really appreciate having him host these tournaments like he does. He's a great host, and it's extra special winning at one of his centers.
All right, and how did it feel to kind of wrap up the season with a win?
It's pretty unbelievable. I mean, it's been so long since I've won. I make a lot of cuts. I've missed very few cuts in my senior career, so I expect to make cuts, and then it's nice to contend. And I've honestly had a decent chance to win all 3 tournaments that I've bowled, and it's really unbelievable to win one.
So, I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
I was going to say, coming so close, what do you think has been the difference out here today or in this tournament?
Well, one of the differences here was this was 60 and over. I didn't have the 50-something guys to battle with. 2 weeks ago, I had them to battle with, and that's who most of the guys were that beat me. But I don't know what the difference was. I guess I just, in the evening blocks when the lanes would break down and hook more, kind of like they did at the end of the match, that's where I was usually better. I had a real good shot to strike at any time during the day, but usually in the evenings I had a better chance than most of the other guys.
Sounds good. All right. Well, thank you so much for such a